You got me distracted. It's okay. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I? It's time. Because you gave me the card. I don't know. I don't know. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL. And excuse the distraction here. My wife is going through my wallet trying to figure out why I have so much garbage. So a little something different going on here. Anyhow, hello. If I seem a little bit more low-key at the moment, I have to apologize. I have a headache and I have been trying all afternoon to shake it. So just kind of bear with me. Let me get some music playing. Alright. Little background sounds to keep things interesting. So let's see, where are we now? So much has happened in the last week here. I have gotten, well, let's take a look at the pictures. First off, last night I got to where I was going to move this piece and I had to take it off the clipboard, you know, to shift it down. I figured while I was at it, I would get the photos and stuff. And check it out. It actually now weighs just over 1 kg. So, and that's, I've already trimmed off all the extra strings on the back. So that's just literally what is here with the work itself. This is from last week and this is from last night. So you can kind of see there's been a lot of progress made in 1 week. Here I was trying to hold it up. I don't know if you can tell, but on the strings that are on the right hand side, a lot of them end before it gets to the bottom of the picture. And the problem with that means is that when I go to do the next section, I'm going to have to replace a lot of the strings. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm not sure how I'm going to get through that. Okay, so secret word game is still on today. We are hoping to get a winner here soon. I kind of expected somebody to get it already, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, what else? Oh yeah, I got some video I took here earlier today. So some people asked, like, how do I deal with all of the string? I've only got this area right here hanging down because this is the area I plan on working with. Everything else is tucked around the side. So this is what's going on going around the right hand side. And it's all just kind of grouped up and then kind of folded and laying there. So that's everything that's happening over on the right hand side. And then this is what's kind of going over on the left hand side. It's an organized mess is the best I can put it. It just kind of wraps around and kind of dumps there. And that's how, because I'm not, it's kind of folded or whatever, and it's dumped in one big group, makes it really not a problem of getting tangled because I'm not combing through it. I'm not, you know, it's just kind of gets laid down and I don't have to even deal with it. So yeah, I only have to work with this. And then, like, as I finish more of this row, it goes behind here. Once I get to doing this area, I'll bring out the next one and just kind of work my way down. And by doing that, I really am preventing my stuff from getting into a big tangled mess, and it keeps it, kind of keeps it copacetic, really. Hang on, my music is kind of playing loud here in the room. A little distracting. So yeah, so what I was saying earlier is that basically most of these strings are getting kind of short, a little bit too long to be replaced already, but they're not going to be very long before they do have to be replaced. and that's just going to make the next pass that I do a lot more difficult. I am replacing some strings, primarily seems to be yellows and some of the whites, but yeah, I foresee that the next passage is really going to hit. And mind you though, that it's getting close enough to the end that when I do that exchange for the strings, it's quite possible that might actually help carry me all the way to the end. If that's the case, then the next pass will be difficult, but the rest of the thing will be a lot easier. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I mean, I can't guarantee that at all. Oh shoot, so my chat thing didn't actually. Helena is here. All right, cool. Hang on. We got Rainbow Haze. Hello, hello, hello. I didn't realize my chat thing hadn't opened up, so yeah. Wait, is the chat button? Okay, cool. So yeah. But yeah, I can't believe that work actually now is over 1 kg. And for Americans, that's like 2.2 pounds, which still should seem pretty impressive. I mean, I can't imagine anything else I've ever put together, you know, even coming close to even being 1 pound. So yeah. Hello, Rainbow Haze. It's nice we have people here. I don't know if you caught it earlier. I was saying I have a really serious. I have a headache going on. I've taken some Tylenol. I've got the little candle thing behind me going right now. I think you can actually see it. Yeah, right there. Wait, can I do this? It's right there. And on top of it, it's got eucalyptus oil. Change up the batteries in my Inspire light. Oh, so Rainbow Haze got to see some pictures early too. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, well, I kind of told some people in the things on Patreon that you were getting the present early, so yeah. So yeah, a bunch of her girlfriends and stuff were helping me to pull it off. My wife and I's anniversary is next week, as well as next week it's my birthday. So basically what they're talking about is I got my wife a picture frame that's got, I think it's 11 4x6 pictures in it, and rather than making it a picture frame of us, I tried to make it a picture frame of us taking care of her parents, because the last 3 years that's pretty much what's dominated our lives, and I kind of want to have the nicer memories to remember there were better times, that we did give them, you know, a fairly decent life while we could. And yeah, it turned out really cool. It was really nice. She got me a razor that I've been just absolutely wanting since I first saw it. It's supposed to be less skin irritation. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So in a unionized place, that's good. But that's Good that you're back to work. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked for a place that had a union. I had a place that they were going to vote on getting a union, but the owners are pretty much like, you guys vote a union in, we'll close up the shop completely, and that'll be it. Game over. So yeah, so next week is my 55th birthday, as well as my 10th anniversary. So kinda gonna be taking a few days off there. So the kind of progress you saw on this thing, yeah, that is not gonna happen next week. But speaking of, so yeah, let's do those images again. Last week and this week, that's a big difference, right? And I've been pushing myself, like trying to do more. But then I realized the amount that I was doing was 1.5, maybe 2 good-sized bracelets a day, and then pissed that I wasn't getting more accomplished than that. And suddenly realized, like, I don't know too many people who are in the habit of actually making that many bracelets at such a steady pace without feeling the sense of burning out, especially when it's essentially the same pattern. I mean, as complex as this thing is, it really does feel pretty much like it's just been the same pattern for months. And I kind of come to the conclusion that if this takes me a little bit longer but keeps my sanity, then so be it. I can't be rushing it and thinking, that I should be further along if it's just gonna make me unhappy. So yeah, I'm blown away by it too, and I see it all the time. I only see parts of it at any given point, because realistically I only see what's on the clipboard. It's when I take it out to do the photos that suddenly hits me like, wow, and holding it up, it was like, my wife is like, no, hang on, let me take the picture again, and I'm starting to go, this thing is kind of getting heavier. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I am super pleased, but I think I can go a little bit easier on myself. And mind you, I've kind of like been playing around with like some doodling and drawing and other art in between, just to be able to take a break from this. And I definitely think that there's going to be a little bit more of that in the future months, because it helps. So yeah, I'm kind of digging how it's come along here, even just like in these little rows I'm doing, like just this little pass. It seems like it's just enough to make it feel rewarding without like if I only did 2 squares, it would be faster going this way, but then I'd have to keep shifting things a lot more frequently. So I think this going 4 squares down, I think that's kind of the right amount. So what are you guys working on? Everybody making stuff? Actually, I should show you my pictures. Can you pass me those? There are 3 right now. No, you're looking at my finger. So this is kind of the light's giving it funny. So this is one of my little doodles I spent some time playing with, and I kind of like how it came out. It's different. So that's one of them. Then I did this one, which in my head this was going to come out way more intense, but that sort of yeah, kind of came out clean. I rather like this one. I think this one came out cool. What you can't really tell is that the reddish color ink has like a goldish shine to it, which is pretty neat. Which, yeah, I kind of like that one a lot. And then something completely abstract. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll do a coffee table book. Wow, 3 days preparing fabric. That's intense. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Helena. Yeah, I'm turning to pens and paper to try to give myself a little bit of a break from the string and everything. It seems that by taking a little bit of a break from this somehow makes me faster at this. Like when I come back to actually doing the knots, I'm somehow a little bit quicker at it, or maybe my fingers aren't so cramped up from, you know, the repetitiveness. So yeah, it's kind of fun, kind of nice. Oh, and I want to learn calligraphy. I kind of think that it would be nice to be able to write out things in a you know, with fancy penmanship. You know, even if it's just thank you cards or a birthday card, Christmas card, that kind of thing. I think it just would be cool to be able to do nice handwriting. It seemed kind of old-fashioned in a way, but it also seems like it'd be kind of nice to know how to do. So I'm gonna try to teach myself how to do calligraphy. I got a little book to teach me. So, yeah, I don't know if my headache is sinus or what it is, but man, it's kind of up here, which is typically when I get a sinus headache, it's around the eyes and nose area, but this isn't. So I really have no idea what's going on. Yeah, my handwriting's pretty bad as well. Sadly, too, my spelling is pretty bad. So there's every chance that I could put in a whole lot of effort to make it really pretty, only to find out that I spelled something wrong. But if you want to try doing calligraphy, I could copy some of the pages from my book, the ones that like actually show you what to do. And the pens for calligraphy, you can get like a whole set for like less than 10 Singapore dollars. So it's got to be like 5 or 6 quid from AliExpress. And they have their fountain pens, and the tip, those are called nibs. The nibs come in different sizes, starting from like 1 mm up to I think almost 5 mm. And ink is relatively cheap, but the pens are the key thing. So yeah, that's and then you can choose like which pen you like, because it's like I said, it's a whole set of them. And yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of true with everybody, right? Like everybody's gotten into just poking at a keyboard. We don't really write stuff anymore. Somebody pointed out to me that if you use fountain pens for signatures, like on your checks or on your important documents and stuff, it's that much greater chance of identifying you as the person who actually signed it, you know, because the way that the tip works, the more pressure that you put down, the faster the flow of ink, the thicker the line. So when you do fancy swoosh, 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 you end up with thinner and thicker areas just in the stroke of your signature, which makes it way more identifiable than, say, if you use like a ballpoint pen. Yeah, I broke my hand right here, hit a wall when I was a teenager, and happened to be right where the stud is. So if I write for too long, watch, if I curl my fingers in, see how this finger curls underneath? That causes me all kinds of problems. If I am like, when I was drawing this, by the time I got done with it, my hand was just, I could hardly move it. I had to do all the stuff that I've like told you guys about, like I've got a squeezy thing. It's actually, oddly enough, it is Tylenol, which I just took earlier. It's pretty firm, squishy thing. And then I've got like the big granite balls that I use that you rotate through. Yeah, stuff like that to help kind of work out the cramps. Yeah. It was a huge fight with my sister, and back in the day, she asked me to hit her so she could, you know, look like she faked an accident so she could get out of work. And when I did, even though it wasn't any anger or malice thought, I messed her up pretty badly. So in anger, I knew I would really mess her up, and I had to let out that burst or whatever, and yeah, punched into a drywall. Yeah, that nails into the palm thing. Yeah, that's totally. I have to keep my nails trimmed down because of the way that when I'm holding my strings, if I don't, I get a little spot down here in the palm area that is absolutely just irritating. So yeah, I have to keep my nails really, really short. Not too short. I do like to be able to pick at the strings and so yeah, what I was saying is next week I'm not sure what's going to happen as far as updates with the Patreon. I'll probably still do something, but we're going to have a little staycation from Wednesday through Friday. Come home on Friday, so I'm not sure how that's going to change or what will happen, but yeah, a little time to kind of rejoice and celebrate birthdays. Yeah, me, I'm all about the cool pens. I've got some doozies. Like this is one of my calligraphy pens. I wonder if you can get a little light. Yeah, nice big square nib. It makes it really cool. Good. Kind of bummer that doesn't shuffle, but yeah. I kinda digging it. I kinda think it'll be, I think it'll at least look nicer on Christmas cards, you know. Hey, Amanda's here. Hello. You missed a whole series of images. Let's go through that real quick. There's this. It's actually now weighs just over 1 kg, so that's kind of cool. That was last week, and this is this week's, well, yesterday. And then we've got this, where I was hoping to show how short some of the strings were getting, but I don't think it really tells the story like I wanted. Oh, and we still don't have a winner for the secret word game. And there's been a lot of me complaining about having a headache, so you missed that. Not that anybody feels that they needed to hear it, but yeah. Kind of explaining in case I seem a little bit more low-key than normal. Cool, awesome. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with the Kumi disc. That's, if you run into, like, you're trying to figure out how to or whatever, my wife is, like, Kumi master, so she can possibly help you. Not that she wouldn't use the pattern generator thing over at friendshipbracelets.net. Because that's totally a usable thing, but yeah, pretty neat. I tend to drink about 3 or 4 liters a day, maybe more, but yeah. Okay, Helena, go have a nap, get some rest. Don't blame me. If I could come back and watch it later, I think I would go take a nap too. Well, Amanda, you've seen how I use the Kumi. I use it to be able to make my loops a more fanciful braid. So you could try that out. That's always fun. You can make a whole bracelet out of a Kumi. That's also turns out relatively neat. Some of the patterns you know, with the right number of strings and stuff, can actually make it look like flowers or all kinds of crazy patterns and stuff. I'm not sure where I heard it, but I heard that doctors' handwriting is like that deliberately because that way it makes it harder for people to write prescriptions themselves. Yeah. Oh, another side note thing. This month I joined a challenge with Strava, which is like this workout application that you have like on your phone or whatever, to try to do 800 kilometers on the bike. And as of this morning, I'm up to 700 for the month of January. So that feels kind of cool. Yeah, I've had the trouble not being able to read what I wrote, but yeah. No, I think if I'm not mistaken, the doctors actually have a form of shorthand that maybe they don't have to write out the whole thing, but it's it's some kind of like a recognizable, like the pharmacy guys and stuff can recognize it. If somebody actually wrote out the thing, I think then the pharmacist knows immediately that that's a fraud. That it's Yeah, 100 more kilometers to go, and that's I've been doing like 30 kilometers a day. So realistically, in 4 days, I could have this thing. I could have the challenge complete. So yeah, not bad. Yeah. And Friday I went and see my doctor, and because I needed to replenish I have medication for my high blood pressure, and I took along my bullet journal where I keep track of. I take my blood pressure twice a day, and showed her where I'm at, and it just had my blood pressure medication reduced, which is great. I think it was what 6 months ago. I had it reduced a bit, and now I've had it reduced again. So I'm heading in the right direction to getting myself finally off these meds, which has been a real big goal of mine. If I can get off the meds completely, we could afford to have, you know, a nice vacation more frequently, because the doctor visits and the medication, that kind of adds up. So yeah. You girls are silly. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Pretty happy that moving in the right directions. Never thought that having a bullet journal was like some kind of key element in self-improvement, but it seems to be kind of working out that way for me. So yeah. Actually, for a change, so like I said, like next week we're gonna go on and stay at a hotel, and I'm honestly thinking like, I hope they have nice exercise bikes, and hope there's no trouble with it going and getting my normal workout in. Kinda. I don't think I typically am like that whenever we go to a hotel. I'm usually more of a, oh, I'm gonna lay in bed and get up and drink whiskey, But and the little voice over on the right hand side of me just said, and you'll still get to do that. I'm pretty sure they do have a pool, but now I'm suddenly wondering. They have a pool, right? Outdoor? Where is this? Up high? So yeah, definitely hitting the pool then. Well, actually, Amanda, you actually kind of will know the area we're going to be in. We're going to be down by Suntec. So. I kind of actually plan on hiking around that area. There's no. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of exciting. Kind of want to go over to Suntec because I have a membership at that Boost thing, the fruit drink place. I get a free one of those, so I'm gonna totally take advantage of that because I love the fancy berry one. And then I don't know, but if you're in the downtown area, you should say hey. Well, it's not really downtown. What is? It's kind of near. No. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I know where it was sorta at, and I thought I too missed it. Did you find the art store? the art store is like in a really weird place because like most of the mall is 2 stories high, except for where the art store is, where it's 3 stories high, which makes it really stupid. But yeah. And to make it worse, there's not a whole lot of other stuff up there. Actually, I've been thinking about taking a class up at that art store because they do pottery, and I want to do a mug where I basically drizzle different, what do you call the stuff that you use for coloring ceramic? It's not paint. What do you call it? What's the stuff for making ceramic colorful? It's not paint. I don't know what the name is, but the paint like stuff that you use on ceramic, I wanted to drizzle different colors down and then basically make it kind of look like, you know, an artist had made a mess of the thing. So that way basically I could use this cup for when I'm doing my watercolor painting. Is it a dye? I know there's like a better name for it. It's gonna kill me now. My subconscious will be working on this all evening. But anyways, I wanted the glaze. That's it. Thank you. So yeah, drizzle different color glazes down it, so that way when it's fired, it looks like there's paint just made a mess of this cup. So that way I know not to pick up the wrong cup when going to get a drink, because when you do watercolor, there is that tendency to accidentally grab the wrong one. No, it's glaze. I'm pretty sure they call it glaze. That sounds right. And the weird thing about the glaze is you put on the stuff and it looks like there's almost no color to it whatsoever. It's just sort of browns and tans and all this other whatever. And then you put it through the kiln and it comes out the other side and the colors are just popping. So yeah. But I haven't done anything like that since high school, really. Well, no, there was a little shop not far from my house where I got to play with a little bit, but that not the same. That was, they casted the thing for you, and then you could just buy the colors you wanted to, you know, put on it or whatever, and you had to file down all of the bad parts and stuff yourself, and then yeah, they'd fire it up for you. That was pretty neat. But that was still in the 80s. That was a long time ago. That's a bummer about Boost. I wonder... You're for sure that's... Yeah, but Singapore isn't really good with keeping their websites up to date. Where does it say it's at? Because maybe they shifted places, because I know it's not where it used to be. Okay, the wife says that the Suntech's directory still says it has Boost. Or Boost's directory still says it's at Suntech. But yeah. Oh, it's in the basement now. Basement 1. Yeah, that's totally a different place from where I'm used to it. It used to be on the 2nd floor. Yeah, earlier on in the whole pandemic thing. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That they changed. Early on in the pandemic thing, I used to go to Suntech a lot because I could go from Suntech to CityLink mall and basically stay indoors and go for like a nice long walk and kind of go back and forth and do different floors and just look at stuff and kind of just be out of the house, and I could stop, have a coffee or, you know, the Boost drinks or whatever, and it was kind of nice. So yeah, I kind of missed that a bit. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, it's a big place. You don't necessarily see all of Suntech in a day. It's a big space. I'm sorry for everybody else who's still here. We're kind of getting a little local on the chat, but it's a fun area, and I'm looking forward to being down there. So. Yes, exactly. So yeah, if you're just tired of being cooped up for any length of time, that's like the perfect indoor, you know, two things you can avoid: the heat and rain. You know, if it's raining out, it is like the greatest, like, just kind of meander through and see what you see. Granted, a lot of the shops down there are expensive, but it's still fun to look at. And heck, even the sneakers I'm wearing now, I got at one of the stores down there on sale. It was like, I don't know, I think I paid like $70 for a pair of Lacoste sneakers, which are the most comfortable sneakers I've ever owned in my life. So yeah. It's kind of, there's bonuses of going in, wandering around. It seems like Millennial Walk should almost be connected. Making teddy bear sounds way fun. I've actually thought about trying to make kind of stuffed doll type thing out of my knots, because I can make cylinders, but I'm not sure how it would turn out as far as colors and patterns, things like that. It might come out very alien. Yeah, if I learn how to crochet, that's going to be the angle I'm going to be going towards, more so than granny squares and blankets, just making little stuff. Yeah, she made us a, what was it? What's adipose? She made us an adipose doll. Oh my god, the damn thing is adorably cute. Up in the cupboards. Yeah. Yeah, I could be amazed if I could crochet just a flat napkin. Because my work is so tight, I tend to get too tight with the loops, with the hooks and stuff, and then I can't get the hook back through because I've somehow cinched it all up really super tight. Can you see if you can change the language? There's no, you can't make it something else. Yeah, I believe me, it's relatable. One of the people who dropped in on one of the live chats sent me a link to somebody that's supposed to teach this stuff, and honestly, I totally plan on watching it. I just haven't because I'm afraid that on top of all the other things that I do, if I get, you know, any more distractions, it's going to be even longer for this to be finished. So yeah, kind of concerned over that. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And some of the crocheted bags are really, really fun looking. Like the what's the ones from South America that looks, they make it look like cool geometric patterns and stuff in it? What's it called? Kabawa or something. Yeah, those, whatever. But yeah, those ones kick out so much faster. If you compare like those to mine, yeah, night and day difference. However, that said, if those get a hole in it, the string will unravel. If you get a hole in this stuff, it'll only unravel up to the next knot. So that's kind of, yes, that's the name. Yes, Amaris, you got that one spot on. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I'm already distracted enough just doing silly doodly things like this. So, yeah. It's kind of neat though. I kind of like it. There'll be more of those next week because, yeah, as we're taking our little holiday, I'm bringing ink and pen and paper and I don't know what else. Maybe some watercolors. I need a wood string. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can make it faster, but you know, it may not last as long. Well, the Wayu bags, the way they do it, seems like the strings are somehow like doubled up or something, so it's pretty dense. It should last a nice long time. I was even thinking that if I got kind of good with the penmanship thing, the fancy writing, I could actually do thank you notes in with my purchases. Or maybe everybody that buys, you know, over a certain amount or whatever ends up with like a pretty picture or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet, but I definitely want to take my art and do some stuff. Oh, so you got here late. So there was that one. So that was number 1. This is number 2, which I don't think that one turned out nearly as cool as I thought it was in my head. This is number 3. And this one, unfortunately, I don't think the camera can show it, but that red ink has like a gold shimmer to it, which is pretty neato. And then there's this one, which is a lot more abstract and but fun. No, that is actually just was talking to the wife about it because in AliExpress, because I've bought pens and some other stuff, um, they must have been like, okay, so you'd like this stuff, you'll probably like this, and it's a gold glitter ink. So, but it does not work with the quills. It doesn't, or with the nibs. So you can't use a regular fountain pen. So you have to use the glass kind. And some of the writings and stuff they did, it's really obvious that this is like geared towards the whole Chinese New Year and writing things, or, you know, having this gold print and stuff. And it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm like, I love cool inks. I love writing and drawing and doing stuff with cool inks. So yeah, but then I need a inkwell. Yeah. Yeah, I think my end goal with these pages is going to be to maybe make some kind of like a book out of it, you know, even if I have to scan the images and have them reprinted or whatever, but have some kind of coffee table book with my art. Nothing I want to sell or anything like that, just, you know, a collection of things that I made. But yeah, oh, well, next week I'll take a picture of the big one I have. So I have something from Art Friend, a canvas that was made for acrylic paints, I think, that I put a bunch of watercolors on. A lot of them are shiny, and yeah, so like, so this is one of my inks. This is the Dragon Blood ink, where you can see all of the gold stuff is all sunk to the bottom. Shake that up and that'll gets all really colorful. But it's really kind of tall for trying to dip the pen into. So you would probably just shake this up, get it all that yummy goodness of glittery stuff. Can you even see that? It looks so awesome. You'd want to pour that into like a little pot or a little pan of sorts to be able to dip the pen into, because a bottle this tall, you're likely to knock it over, and that would make, not only would it be pretty messy, it would be like a really kind of expensive mistake. The ones I saw with the glass ones, they have like their own kind of bottle thing, which is like really tall and abstract. Again, that looks like an accident waiting to happen. I just would want a little tiny something easy to dip into, nothing too crazy. Like even like certain inks actually come, well, here. Oh, the label came off of this one. But like a little bottle like this is so like perfect, you know, it's short, wide around. This would be a great one for, you know, once it runs out of ink to refill, but it's fully. And this ink is definitely all about dipping, because this stuff is stupid. If you try to put this into a fountain pen, it jams it up every time. I don't know why Speedball is like that, but I hate it. Right. Get like is there a name for those little saucers that they use here, where you guys put the chili sauce in, like at the dinner table? Like those little saucers? Is there a name for that? There's no specific name for the... It's so anti-British. British have like names for every little nuance of everything, like down to what the little extras. I know, but like the British were, yeah. So the Chinese don't name stuff? No. Yeah, that's what his wife just said. I mean, we were just talking about that, like, but yeah. Yeah, that was kind of, that would totally work. As long as you, if it would be nice if there was like a little bit of a point to it, you know, a little way to be able to pour whatever remaining ink back into wherever it came out of. Oh, and then at some point during this whole excursion, planning on going over to Plaza Singapura, well, pass through there on our way to the cafe, because I want to go see the Overjoyed shop. Yeah. It's, the wife said that the Chinese are known for like using one word for many things, like ladle. That you know, one of, like, I like how British like name everything except for spatula. That's the one I have one big huge gripe, and don't even get me started. Well, too late, I'm already started. But spatula, why is there only one word when there's the kind of spatula that you use for like getting the last of the mayonnaise out of the jar, or there's a spatula that you use for getting pancakes out of the pan? Why is that the same word? Those are two completely different tools. So if you're in a kitchen and somebody says, "Okay, could you pass me a spatula?" you have no idea what the heck they're expecting. I can't even tell you how much that irritates me. Yes, it will be fun to go over there, and I like their shop. It's a bit dangerous, but I like it. I'm going to show you this cool little ruler thingy I got. I've misplaced it. I'll definitely be taking, I have like a getaway sketchbook. It's really small, but it's fun. I like to try to sketch memories from being out at places. So that's going to be, I'll be taking that along as well. Hello, Ben. I don't know how to say your name. Let's just go with Ben for now. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, that's a good call, because it'd be probably cheaper than using the watercolor paper for like learning how to do calligraphy. You're right, Japan does usually have good paper. It's Japan's. Usually it's Japan. No, but they do. Like, if you go, like, all of the fancy Japanese ones, except for, like, like maybe a Daiso, but like all of like the fancier books and stuff, they all come from Japan. That's a good call though. Then I can get line paper and actually practice on line paper. Because using the ruler to write out the lines kind of sucked. Oh. Yeah, I've got Muji's. Got a Muji pencil right here. I love this damn thing. That thing's awesome. I think I also have some of their ballpoint pens. Is this Muji? Where did that one come from? It came two in a set. Maybe. Is this like a gel? Well, apparently I have a gel pen that came from Muji. So anyways, now this seems to be kind of moving along pretty quickly. I started this row earlier today, and now already nearly done with a whole nother row. Trying to think. This is like one of my other little books and stuff that I was playing around with. So I'm not great at watercolors. Puzzle block that I have. Some of these are kind of neat. Random view out the window. But yeah. Little odds and ends stuff. Oh, my paint util stuff. Yeah, that's not the book I was thinking of. I don't remember where I put that. But yeah, kind of dabble with other stuff these days. All right, night, Amanda. Yeah, that's out our living room window. I was just trying to, I don't know, just trying to do something different. But thank you. Actually, I think that was one of the days where we had to look after Dad, and being stuck out in the living room for the day meant come up with things to keep occupied. So yeah. That's, I'm not sure if it's the ADHD or if it's just me in general, but I like have to keep myself doing things, you know, otherwise I get a little stir crazy. Man, all these strings are getting so short. It's so killing me. So Rainbow, this your new project, is this the one that your mom gave you? The one that took you 3 days? Huh? Oh. She said, oh. I misunderstood that. It's like I thought that meant she just had instructions for her or something. I saw the picture she had. It was like she was kind of making the outer edges or something coming out with strings, which I couldn't understand why or what it's for, but. So Rainbow, how many projects do you currently have going on right now? I know you've got the temperature thing, and then you have the thing that you just posted on Instagram where you're using that shiny string. And then there's that other one, right? The one that your mom gave you? So how many projects are you doing? Like, I know that there's the temperature one, and then you've got the one you just posted on Instagram, and then are you working on that one that your mom gave you too? So are you gonna go back and get the colors for all of January, or do you guys just start from now and go forward? Wow. Don't know how you do it. Oh, that's cool. Okay. It'd be really neat if you could go back and find temperatures from, like, say, the year you were born. That would be kind of a neat, you know, especially if you could put it like side by side with the current day stuff and see the differences. Mind you, you're like a long way from home, so the temperature differences would be pretty vastly different, but, well, not from home, but from where you started. Right. Did our Ben guy, did he leave? Is he still? I think he left. That was very short-lived. Welcome. I think the lag makes it difficult for me to know what was my good idea, but... Oh, the temps from back home? Yeah, that'd be cool. Ah, that's pretty cool. So on top of doing all of the temperatures, you also have to do all of the bookcase. Too bad it's a cat, and not you could change it over to being your dog. That'd be cute. believe I still have such a headache. It's really killing me here. Right on. Right. So hang on. So the books, is it the light and the dark? Is that the high and the low, or is it each one is a different day? Jeez. Yeah, I'm working on one thing at a time, because if I don't, nothing will get done. Well, I say one thing at a time. I work on one knotted project and then whatever inks and other stuff. But yeah, I don't Right, okay. So does this have highs and lows, or is it just one or the other? Sorry if I'm like asking you too many questions. I'm just really curious. So if it's like, say, the highs and stuff, if there's too many days in a row, what do you do then? Like, because it would just make it look like it's one big, huge book or something. I suppose I should have seen that coming. But like, will you use little like black lines and stuff, like a little thin like chain stitch or something, to make it so that way you can tell there's multiple books instead of like if the whole week had the same number? Right. Cool. Yeah, I think honestly, if you tried to do that with the Singapore's temperatures, I think the whole overall outlook would be really lame because literally our whole year is spent with highs around 32 um, just all year long. It doesn't matter. Like it might get up to 34 and it might get as low as like 30, maybe, if you're lucky. So it's like it would always stay the same color. It would. Yeah. But you can imagine the whole bookshelf just being red or whatever color 32 is. Right, okay. I'm trying to picture a mood one. Be like, no, I have to be happy today. There's just been too many angry days. This is happy. You know, kinda. Yeah. That's how I envision those things going. Yeah, right now, most of the things I'm tracking is whether or not I take my meds every day, or if I do the exercise bike every day, or if I do yoga every day. So there's not a whole lot of things I would want to put on the canvas that so far is like a thing for my bullet journal. Yeah. Meh. He's showing the boyfriend, look, it's already at meh. Don't turn it into an angry one. Huh. That's interesting. And the award for most random comment to come through goes to Amaris. That's fascinating at the same time. Yeah, I've heard that a lot of Christians didn't want to watch Harry Potter because they feel like it's something. It's a nice movie, like Lord of the Rings. It's just a nice movie. It doesn't have to be anti-religious or anything. It doesn't offer an alternative to religion. I don't understand the thing, but yeah, it wasn't like they wrote a book trying to tell you how to be magical or anything. Because, yeah, that'll protect you, keep you away from all of the evil. No. That's very cool. Yeah, well, I have family I'm completely disowned from because I no longer share their faith. So they were so crazy. They wouldn't let any kids have Smurf toys. They said that Smurf figurines and dolls and stuff come to life when nobody's paying attention and could, potentially harm children. It got kind of quiet again. I'm sorry, guys. My head is just absolutely dying over here. The fact I'm still actually even able to do knots is a testament to my stubbornness, I guess. kind of hate to do it, but I think what we're going to do here, let's first, let's do this. I want to thank all my Patreon supporters for making all of this possible. Without you guys, the channel would have died ages ago. And I want to thank everybody that came by tonight, you know, and if you're watching this in the future, thanks for coming by. It's much appreciated. I am just absolutely dying from a headache over here, so I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. But yeah, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me. It's been awesome, and I will be back again next week. There won't be as much progress because, like I said, I'm taking a few days away, so we'll see how much I can get done, and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, so until then, you know what the drill is, right? Don't get your strings in a bunch. All right, thanks guys.